What up? It's your boy T-Bear here in reaction. Today's Music Monday. Today's Music Monday is dedicated to the late K-Slay, who we say lost this past weekend due to COVID, though. One of the top DJs in the game, though, as well in the music world. And we about to get back to another top DJ in the game and the top producer of the music world, none other than DJ Premier. We continue on with this So What's Up? Salute to Floppy Disk series as we check out the latest one for episode 15, not the latest one. We go to episode 15. This is D&D All-Star 1-2 Pass It. Now, I wasn't too familiar with this back then as the time was out. Maybe I heard about it here and there, then never followed up to it. But then becoming a DJ, getting producing, wife having Sirius XM with Rock the Bell Radio. That shit's a dope song right there. And I'm saying her Once in a Blue Moon, mainly the best part of it is the late great Big L on the track as well too. If I recall, let me double check and make sure this is what I'm thinking of. Shit, I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember D&D All-Star. Hold on. I could have sworn to join with that Big L. I know Karis was in there. One's in there. D&D All-Star 1-2 Pass It. I'm trying to remember. Nah, it's Fat Joe. I thought Big L was in Fat Joe, yeah. I knew somebody's from Digging the Crates though. It's Fat Joe, but yeah. And Dougie Fresh. Oh yeah, now I remember that. Dougie Fresh joint on that. Yeah, I had to look through it right now. Yeah, I remember this joint now, definitely. Okay. I'm going ahead myself there. And the reason I think Big L, DJ Premier worked with Big L a lot though, so you always try to put more on some stuff. But here we go. Let's check out So What's Up, episode 15, D&D All-Star 1-2 Pass It. Let's get it.
I'm DJ Premier and I present to you So What's Up.
Okay, computer, run it back.
Yeah, I remember that because I was like, damn, because that was like Dougie Fresh. And I'm like, yo, he going in. Dougie Fresh is dope MC, but he went in on that joint.
So what's up?
Oh, now you got a new little.
I'm always say all right, because.
Hold up. Busy contemplating my words. I forgot to do it. Let's go right back. It just ain't right.
So what's up?
All right. I'm always say all right, because before we go, you got to say all right. All right. This one right here is a very memorable song, and it is tied to a humongous legacy of a studio after I left Such a Sound in Brooklyn, where the first Gangstar album was done. Shout to Slow Mo Sonnenfeld. Firehouse Studios, where the second Gangstar album was beginning partially. Shout to Yoram Vazan. Shout to Calliope Studios, where Step in the Arena album was completed after leaving Firehouse. So 2 Brooklyn studios, then we went to Manhattan, which was the famous studio, which I spoke on one of my other episodes about all the artists that came out of there, from Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, Queen Latifah, Ultramagnetic MCs, just so many artists. Lord Finesse was working out of D&D Studios and was doing a Return of the Funky Man remix. He told me to come to D&D. Lord Finesse booked the session at D&D. Shout to Eddie Sancho, who was an employee there at the time, who did the session. The magic of what that mix sounded like when I played it in my super sound system of my Mazda MPV at the time. We're going into 1992 to start our Daily Operation album with Gangstar, rest in peace to Guru. That's when I now found a place that I called home from 1992 to 2002. That's where I remained. Started in the A room and transitioned after Dwick was created, went into the B room, and I never left. And they called it the Premier Room. All right? The popularity grew and grew and grew. There was so many artists that were there way before me. Shout to Peter Tuck.
Go back real quick. Yo, he be putting up some love. He be putting up some lovey album covers, man, for real. He be putting up some lovey album covers though. Last one I was like praying I don't get flack for it though, because it was a little revealing. But this one, man, he come with some dope. He be putting up some dope album covers in the background during his videos, man, for real, man.
For me, shout to Peter Tosh, shout to TKA, D-Light, Groove is in the Heart, and Big Record, the Fat Boys. All these artists were working out of there way before the DJ Premier era, so to speak.
A few months ago, I had mentioned to one of the owners here at D&D, I said, you know, you guys have so many artists coming through here, you should do a record. We all laughed, hee hee ha ha.
So as D&D grew, Arista Records gave them a record deal to put out a compilation album. Dave Lotwin and Doug Grammer, who are D&D, said we're gonna do like a posse cut to celebrate the whole D&D legacy. We're gonna throw a party called the 40s and Blunts Party. When they threw that party, he said, we're gonna let everybody know about it, and when we do it, we're only gonna let it into capacity into your room. They served food, they had blunts, they had tons of 40s of malt liquor, and you just party and drink, and we just make a beat on the spot. And when you do it, whoever's there that's ready gets to get on the mic and cut a verse. There was even a race to who can have their rhyme ready.
Nice.
And of course, they said we're gonna do a video as well. And this is the era where we were all loving to do videos.
D&D is having a little record coming out, and it's like the East Coast blowing
bro.
up, you know what I'm saying?
The point, though, of the record, once again, is raw, uncut, uncensored, rugged hip-hop. DJ Premier is the producer, rightfully so.
First of all, the song. We gave the title of the group, the D&D All-Stars. But the song is called 1, 2, Pass It. I'm sure you can get the meaning of that. First one that got there to cut his vocal was Mad Lion.
Lion.
Then he did his verse. The second person was
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie
Yup.
Fresh. And he came in and did his thing. I remember Doug was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna nail it with so many great MCs in
Right.
here, you know, but I'm gonna just do what I'm gonna do.
He
I said,
fit right
"Yeah,
in."
just do it. You're Dougie Fresh. You're one of the most iconic figures
Facts.
and performers, and like they call him, one of the greatest entertainers. So we believe in anything you do. So Doug laid his down. From there, he passed it to KRS-One, who you know is gonna spray it and do whatever he's gonna do because that's KRS-One. That is the Blast Master. Shout to Boogie Down Productions, aka BDP. Rest in peace to Scott LaRock. I don't really remember how Fat Joe got in there because we hadn't done Shit Is Real yet, which is gonna be an episode we're gonna have to do here. Somehow Joe
I can't wait. I can't wait till we get there.
was in there on time, and that's how he said, motherfuckers know who's the best. If it ain't Fat Joe, then it must be Lord Finesse. And he got on it. From there, he passed it to Smith & Wesson. Shout to the Beat Miners, shout to Black Moon, shout to 5FT, shout to Buckshot, shout to Drew Ha, just the entire Duck Down family that made a classic with The Shining. They were there, they put their verse down. Jay Rue the Damager, who was really on fire at the time, and he's our Gangstar Foundation artist, along with Big Sugar and Group Home. He went last to close it out. Now here's the kicker. The great icon himself, Jay-Z, shout to Hov, was outside and he was not let in because Dave told Jay, it's way too many people in here. Like, we can't even move. It's like this. There's no room.
Imagine Hov being on that joint, man. Imagine Hov. And this was young Hov. This was a younger Hov when he was like hungry. Imagine him being in that joint. Wow.
To move around. It was that rammed in there. He waited for a minute and he gave it another shot. Still couldn't get in. And Jay left. And look what he's become.
Right.
But one thing I love about Jay, he let that slide. He still came back and did Reasonable Doubt there. And of course, worked on In My Lifetime Volume 1. We worked on In My Lifetime Volume 2 and 3. So, you know, the history kept continuing, and Love is Love. Jay didn't have any hard feelings, you know.
That's
and
what's
salute
up.
to him and everything that he represents. As you know, if you're late to, I say, the party, this contains the sounds of everything that I do, from the drums to the samples to the bells that ring to everything on these floppy disks. And this is a big chunk of my career on disc, and they still work. When you put this into the S950, load it up to the pad so you can trigger each sound, this is what you get. And there you have it. Salute the D&D All-Stars. Salute D&D. The legacy, unfortunately, they closed in 2002. I reopened it under the name Headquarters. Rest in peace to Headquarters. Head up, eyes and ears open. Word is bond. That's his saying all the time, and we salute him and keep it that way. We moved because the building, of course, with gentrification, they turned it into condos and office space and sold the building. So with that said, we have now moved on in 2014. All is well. Headquarters Studios is still kicking, and the legacy of D&D will never be forgotten because so many greats came out of there. And again, this is special right here. Salute the floppy disk.
Seafood room manipulates the microphone while rhymes like bullets penetrate your zone. We bring more drama than Kevin Costner. No one.
Cool. All right. So now I gotta check it out. You know, I always do. I usually have it ready. My bad. And I ain't mean to take down Case later. Sorry, Case later, man. But anyway, we're gonna go into and see what's gonna be next, though. I think it was one why I wanted to skip. I wasn't sure and go then and come back, but you know we going outside, keeping going in order though. So we was at episode 15. What's going to be 16? Okay, we're going. So it's going to be back to back. You know, songs I'm like vaguely familiar with. Like this one, I was like I knew most about it though. Until later on, but to another going back to Gang Star, but to a song I'm not too familiar with. But probably will be once I take a listen to it though. But you know, a couple episodes down, I cannot wait though because this one I'm definitely familiar with. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. RIP DJ K Slay. One love.